what's up, everybody? How you doing? How you mom and them? Happy
What's up,
Friday.
fuckers?
All that good stuff. How's everybody doing? Getting close to the 4th of July, which for some strange reason is on a Friday this year. So is my birthday. So we're going to work around. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to do something. I may end up, because we were invited to a party for 4th of July. So I will not, more than likely, I will not be here because we're going to be where they actually shoot the fireworks off. Munchkin talked about it last week, I think. So I may try to cash from there. I do got an adapter so I can hook to my phone, so I can hook a mic on me and a mic on Munchkin. Boom, boom. We're live. I don't have a stand to set
I mean,
my
we're
phone
going to
on.
be outside, so we
Yeah.
can watch the fireworks.
Hey, John Wayne, how's it going?
Hey, John.
So I know I put a weird topic on there, and y'all are like, what in the heck is he talking about? Which is the main reason I wanted to bring that up. Because a lot of people probably don't have any clue what that means or what it pertains to. Anything, really, I guess. Porosity, which Munchkin may or may not know what porosity
Yes,
is.
I know what it is because I'm not stupid.
Okay, anyways, porosity basically is the amount of time that it takes for air to leave a fabric, basically. And they measure that in seconds. So when we send our wings off for inspection, which you have to do because whether you use the wing or not, the porosity constantly keeps going down. Sunlight affects it, heat affects it, moisture affects it. Lots of factors cause our wings to degrade over time. Also, wear and tear. All those factors cause our wing to degrade over time.
Bugs. Hi, Paramount.
Bugs, yeah, definitely bugs because they will chew a hole. They get inside your wing and chew a hole in it. But so basically, say your wing had a real low porosity score, it would basically be like you were flying around on a bed sheet, which a bed sheet, if you ever try to blow air, lets a lot of air through, You would come down really fast. Actually, if your wing was like that, you wouldn't even get into the air. And over time, what happens is the wing may get you in the air, but you won't get any lift, and you'll come right back down to the ground, which could be a terrible crash. So people that think, well, I've only used my wing for 20 hours, but you've had the wing for 5 years and you haven't had it checked. That's a recipe for disaster. I know I'm going to send my wing off this winter to have it checked, because I know I'll have plenty of time when it's cold. Probably everybody does that. They wait till it's really cold and they're not going to fly, and then they send the wing off to get inspected. So that's what I'm going to do. My wing doesn't have a lot of hours on it either, but I've had the wing now 2022. It's been 3 years. So I think it's time to get it checked. I think it's still in really good shape, but peace of mind knowing that it's good, even though I've replaced a couple of lines. They check all that stuff, so I'm going to do that. But yeah, this party, oh my gosh. So they want us to dress up patriotic for this 4th of July party. Okay? And I figured, I'm old and I don't give a damn anymore. So
I'm going
to show up there like a complete idiot, which I think will be awesome. So I'm not going to put the outfit on now, but I'll show y'all part of it. The main part, I guess. I have lots of other stuff to go with it. But these are the overalls I got, which you can get on Amazon. Not a big deal. This is a denim material. So these are overalls, which are basically a flag with an eagle on the pocket in the front. And they're shorts, so I will not burn up But yeah, they're denim. Let me see if I can unfold the whole thing. I'll try to show y'all. I know the screen's gonna mess it up. Yeah, it's like fading out. Faded glory right now, I'll tell you. But I also have flag sunglasses. I got different hair. I got socks. I got shoes. I got everything. I got the works. I got a cape. Yeah, right, Bill. I mean, it doesn't hurt to get it inspected. I would rather be safe than sorry any day. You know, and like we always say in this sport, paramotoring is as safe as you make it. So
Hi, Slappy.
I got a Switch 2. You couldn't resist. Oh. Well, okay, Cloud Chucker, do not, under any circumstances, buy one of those cards that let you play backed up games, because Nintendo will ban they will brick your Switch 2. I'm just letting you know in advance. You probably never even heard of it, but they're out there. I'm telling you, do not do it, because you'll get banned. So
Here, y'all are coming with
just
me.
letting you know before you go, oh, that looks cool, I could just download games and put them on my Switch too. You'll get banned. Trust me. They have a way to detect it now. I don't know what Nintendo did, but they put something new in the Switch 2 where they know, even though you're pretty much playing with a blank cartridge, they know when you put some hacked stuff in there, and they will ban you. Oh, what's up, Slappy? How you doing? Oh, wow, John Wayne, that's an interesting figure. So your uni was 5 years old, and you checked it 3 years ago, and it barely passed. Well, okay. When you were flying a lot, so you probably put a lot of hours on that wing. I know one big factor that nobody, well, I won't say nobody, a lot of people don't realize is when you lay your wing out, if you let it sit in the sun, that really kills the porosity of the wing. The ultraviolet light coming down from the sun. Vector, would you shut up? Will kill the porosity of your wing. So never leave your wing laying out in the sun. If you ever leave it laying out in the shade would be better, but put it up if you're not getting ready to fly. I've seen people just lay their wing out and let it sit in the sun for like 30, 45 minutes. That's not good. Not good for the wing. You're basically like, let me take a year off the life of my wing. Oh no, did somebody do a mod heist? I see. Let me see here. I didn't enter it. Since I got a little money, I took the last seat in the Scuba mobile. All right, here we go. So I did not buy any more pods this week. I have decided to start vaping I've been vaping a normal mod and tank. And this has been working fine for me. I mean, now I'm using a strong juice. This is like cinnamon red hots. Oh, we got some vicious ants. What's up? Cha-ching, cha-ching. I like it. And Cloud Chucker won 20 million. Dadgum, Cloud Chucker, you don't play when you bet. So anyways, that's what's going on here. But I figured, I don't know whether to like go live the week before the 4th of July and wear that outfit, or wait until I'm at the event and wear the outfit and go live for you guys on the 4th. But y'all probably miss it because, I mean, let's be honest, especially if you're over here in the US, you're probably gonna miss it because you're watching the fireworks. What is a good juice to mix for pod systems? Nilla butts don't do it on that little coil. Well, the main thing, depending on what type of system you have, Slappy, if it's a smaller pod and has very small wicking capability, you definitely want to use a 50/50 type juice or Nick salt. Nick salt's already really thinned out. And Nick salt, you're going to get, probably going to be a higher milligram of nicotine, but it doesn't hit you the same way that freebase Nick does. So make in there, even if you make Nilla nuts, you're going to have to change the ratio to be 50/50. So you would have to thin it out. Now, if it's just not strong enough because of the flavors, I totally get that. Sometimes, especially on smaller pods and stuff, you have to bump up your Nick level. Oh, you use 50/50? Gotcha. Oh, flavor like the disposables. That's the thing, man. Most of them disposables are using Nick salt. And it's basically because they're giving you 50 milligrams of nicotine, either 35 milligram or 50 milligram of nicotine. But that's in Nick salt. Don't try to do that with regular freebase Nick, or you're going to be zooming to the moon, and be really sick on top of it. You flew tonight, took off at 17:45 hours and landed at 16:55. Huh? Something doesn't add up right there, John. You can't land an hour before you took off. Oh, okay.
I mean, it depends.
I was like, how the hell? John Wayne just went back in time. Were you flying at the Bermuda Triangle?
I mean, it's possible if he lives right on the line.
Oh yeah, if he was on the date line, he could the time zone line.
Yeah, we know
Boom.
what that. Yeah, he could have done it.
Cloud Chucker's a player. John flies a TARDIS. There you go. I'm glad you got to fly today, John. That's awesome. It's been windy here the last couple of days. Even I'm now younger. Wouldn't that be awesome if we went flying and the more we flew, the younger we got? Man, I would never come down. I'm like, hey, well, I'd come down eventually. Once I got back around my 20s, I'd be like, okay, I'm good now. But the neighbor's daughter came out and, hi, Fly Guy. It's just funny when she does, hi, Fly Guy. And then she's like,
what's that fancy grocery store?
Whole Foods?
That we don't go. Yes, thank you.
She's like, why aren't you flying? I'm like, cause it's freaking windy. It's really windy. And like, what, 15 minutes later, we got that massive storm here. It was really bad. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess, little girls aren't worried about the weather and stuff. But yeah, plus I would have had to ask permission. It was just way too much trouble. You got storms rolling in tomorrow? Yeah. I saw good old Captain Kurt just posted a video. Apparently they've had rain
Mr.
the
Fister?
last month.
Hello, Shmoo.
For at Carver Field. So his field is soaking wet. So he can't do any training, which I don't know if he even does that really. I mean, he says he does, but he can't do it in the rain. I mean, because I've talked to some of his students, and I mean this is exactly what they said. I didn't say this. Students that came from him that I've met at fly-ins said he will not let you fly if there's any wind whatsoever. Like if a leaf blows around on the tree a little bit, nope, too much wind. Got to wait for another day. So obviously, if his field's soaking wet, he's not going to be letting anybody fly or even train them, apparently. So I got a nice banana custard flavor. Oh, I thought you made it. You bought
banana custard sounds delicious. I've been craving some banana pudding. Matter of fact, I think I might call that barbecue restaurant, well, to see if they're still open, first of all, and get some banana pudding.
Oh, they're open.
But I can't. Well, no, I don't. It was a mom and pop place, so I don't know if they still exist.
Oh, okay.
Um, but I can't vape banana all day long.
Well, you know
It's
that
too
one that
much.
I get, that banana freeze pod? It's pretty good.
Hmm.
Um, that's awesome, John. You might get to fly all 6 days in Huntsville. Banana vape is lovely. I kind of got a thing. I will go and buy the Georgia peach and the banana, which both of those are empty. Like I said, this one is empty also, but I'm getting a little bit of flavor out of it, so I'm trying it for the hell of it. I may even just throw one of them nicotine strips in my mouth and see how long I can go again. Cause
I have come to the conclusion that I forgot to add the cinnamon Danish swirl to my juice last week.
well that
Yeah.
would change it a lot.
Yeah, well, because I noticed it tastes very Perry. It's not a whole lot of Danish going
Oh,
on.
there's a fly-in. Oh, is that the one that you thought about going to, Linda? I don't know if that one you said you might go to or maybe not, but oh, it's 4 hours away. I got you. Yeah, you can't walk there. That ain't happening. What's up, Peanut?
Yay, Peanut, how you doing?
So, um, has my verdict changed on the strips? You know, I would say no, Scott. They actually do work. I was impressed by the feeling it gives you, and I do want to try a different flavor tonight. You know what? We're just gonna try that now. So we've already tried grape and blueberry. So now I either have mint or mixed berries. Let's try mixed berries because mint's gonna be something strong. I guarantee it.
I think the fact, Scott, that I actually pointed out that he can't read and that you get 5 packs for the price he thought you could get one for has
Yeah.
made a huge difference in his opinion.
Yeah, it did. Well,
Hmm.
because I thought there were $30 for 5 of these, and I'm like, really? I mean, for 1 pack of these, that would have been too much. So the mixed berries have a reddish tint to them, I guess you would say. Interesting. I'm trying to see if I'm getting a mixed berry flavor. You vote mint? Damn it, Scott. Okay, I'm getting the nicotine feel in the back of my throat already. The mixed berries flavor is my least favorite so far. It doesn't have a pleasant berry taste. It's a sweet taste, but it's not. It doesn't taste like a good mixed berry, I would say. What is the brand of those nicotine strips? Oh, yeah, they're easy go. I can give you the link again. I can't post it up on my video, but I will give you the link to the website. There we go. I got the. Now, from what I'm reading and what Munchkin said
Hi,
also,
Breeze.
if you click on one of these, a 5-pack is $29.99. So if they mean a 5-pack, which means 5 packs of these, there's 15.
That is what they mean.
So there's 15 strips in each pack. So that's a lot of strips. So here's the link. Well, there we go. There's the link for you. It is from Wang, which is the guy that used to work at Coilmaster. He wanted me to try these out and let him know what I think, which I haven't messaged him back yet. But I wanted to go through all the flavors, see what I liked, what I didn't like. I'm going to confirm with him on the pricing to make sure. And let y'all know.
You need
But
to because I can read.
I think these will work really good. Like I said, if you're getting on a plane or something, pop one of those in. Boom, your nicotine fix for the whole flight, depending on how far you fly, should be fine. If not, take another one.
Stuck at the DMV.
Stuck in the DMV. Oh, I don't want to raise my hand anymore. Lower hand. There we go. I switched sides because it thought I raised my hand. I don't see why you shouldn't be able to, King Cobra. I hope you do. No, Cloud Chucker, look at it the right way. Click on one, and it says 5 packs for $30. 5 packs as in 5 packs of 15 strips. See what I'm saying? So, I don't know what their shipping charge is. So, that would be 75 strips. I know, I thought the same thing, Cloud Chucker. I thought they meant 5 strips for $30.
Because he never actually clicked on it.
Well, I've clicked on it, but I didn't read the little fine print on there.
It's not fine print. It's the print.
So if you get 10 packs, which is $50, then it's free shipping. But I don't know. Now, you can choose 2 milligram or 6 milligram. The ones that I have here now are 2 milligram, every one of them. Which even at 2 milligram, I think it's because of the way it's absorbed through your tongue and your mouth, works pretty good for me. But I think 6 would be even better. So they also have a 20 pack. I don't know why you would want to go that high, but see, but it makes it $5.99 a pack. So okay, so $6. Yeah, that's so that makes them $6 a pack. For 5 packs. So that's still, but you're still getting 15 pieces per pack. Yeah, I don't think it's bad.
What?
Did we just change optical illusion? Yeah, Breeze. Want me to do it again? Watch this. I just go, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And look, I didn't even touch no keys or nothing. And then I can just switch back. It's because it thinks I'm raising my hand to get attention, so it'll just, I could put it on speaker view and then it would only show us while we're talking, but that could
those
get
things
weird.
they had at Whole Foods, they have on Amazon. So I don't actually have to go to Whole Foods.
That's cool. Good. That's better than going to Whole Foods just to buy that one thing. So yeah. Because most of the stuff they have there is ridiculously expensive anyway.
Yeah.
They
don't even have sugar at Whole Foods.
They don't? Wow.
No.
I didn't notice that.
Or Sweet and Low. They got like the sugar and the raw and all that other weird shit.
This one is definitely the mixed berry. Is not my favorite, without a doubt. It just has a. Maybe it's a berry. Maybe I can't taste it because I've been drinking a drink, but I'm not really getting the flavor out of it. The grape was light. It was a light grape, but it wasn't bad. The blueberry, I could taste a little bit more prevalent. It seemed to hit me better in the back of the throat on the blueberry. The mint, I think, is going to be the strongest one. I don't want to take another one right now, even though they're only 2 milligram. They seem to be pretty strong.
Don't you remember nicking yourself out last weekend?
Yeah, well, did I vape at all? I just took another one, and that was pretty strong. Okay, so I won't do that, but so I ordered we have that section in the back of our yard, which used to have a deck, if you want to call it that, which was basically pallets with add-on boards to it. We ripped all that up, burned it up, threw a lot of it away out at the street, which these trash men here are the bomb because they pick up everything. And
Elf is good, Linda.
It's been like that for a couple weeks now. So now grass has already started back growing there. So I got a tiller just so I can till up all the ground before we put down the weed barrier and whatever material we decide to put on top of that, whether it be gravel, pea gravel, whatever we're going to put something there. But the tiller's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
And I don't know I mean, I could have got a gas one, obviously, but the electric one's pretty cheap. And I read a lot of reviews, and everybody seemed to like it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm only using it for this small area. Why buy a motor one? I mean, I like motor over electric 9
Not
times
like
out of
we're
10.
trying to till up a field or anything.
It was only $4. What did Linda buy for $4? I found face
Powder.
powder.
I used to get their primer, but then I noticed when I was sunburned, right? I used my Gold Bond unscented lotion on my face. That works just as good as the primer. And it only takes a little bitty bit because I've got aerosol foundation that I use. $14 for a can and it lasts like 3 months. So it's not too bad. It's way better than the $60 foundation that I was getting.
Yeah, I named it Willer. I was naming it after Will, so my tiller is named Willer.
Willer the tiller.
Willer the tiller.
His name is Willard, not Willer. Willard.
But it's a tiller.
Yeah.
So Willer the tiller. Yes.
And what else did you get? Tell them about that because it makes me happy.
I got something.
It's not spackle worthy, Wally, because it's still very transparent and sheer. It just kind of smooths everything out so I don't look blotchy.
What else did I get?
To go with the tiller.
Oh, I got a magnet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I got a little roll around. It kind of looks like a push broom, except it's got 2 wheels on it, and the whole bottom is a magnet. So as we tore this deck up, there was a lot of rusty nails and screws. So what I did was I rolled over it with this thing, and it picked up so many screws I filled up 2 red Solo cups full to the brim with screws, and I'm not even done yet. What overalls? Obviously the overalls. What the rat.
We're not going to talk about the overalls.
I showed him the overalls. What do you mean?
I'm not proud of those.
Oh.
I'm not excited about the overalls.
Hey, it's like, I think with the tiller, wear the overalls with the tiller. Wouldn't that be funny? I don't know how many people's going to be at this 4th of July party, but the killer tiller. I don't know why I called it
the chick that invited us,
but
keeps talking it up about how wild and crazy they are, and that we need to be prepared. But they're literally a bunch of stoners. Yeah. And if anything, if I know anything about stoners, they are the exact opposite of wild and crazy. So it should be interesting.
Right. So I'm just like,
I heard they have a lot of food. They like to feed you, which makes sense. So I'm gonna bring my chair and my beverages.
So we're gonna be right on the York River, right? Which is where birthplace of the nation. That's where the main fireworks.
Yorktown Beach.
Yeah.
Is where they light off the fireworks. Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna be right there.
Actually, let me look up her address and find out.
Yeah, when I looked up her address, it's literally like right on the beach, like right at the tip. So I think it's gonna be fun when we go there. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know. I've never been there, but we got invited, so we're going. Still have. You know what's weird about this juice? I can't tell how much is in this bottle. I don't think it's that much. I mean, I could fill that tank up with it, but Considering there's
So
cinnamon red hot in there now.
from her backyard, we're going to have to look to the left.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Yorktown Beach is to the west.
Well, those fireworks are pretty big. You don't have
Yeah.
to be that close to see them.
No. Well, they're between the bridge. You see the bridge where 17 is?
I'm gonna vape and see if this makes me nicked out. This is almost out of juice. I have more juice, but it's in the car. So I'd have to go out to the car. What I need is a beer frother. Just a second.
No, you don't.
I don't need a beer frother this pay period. That's for damn sure. But maybe in the future. I got a whole case of Yingling that I haven't even drank one of. But I did enjoy the Michelob Ultra. I think I still have 2 of those left. Those are really good for hot days where you're working out in the backyard. I mean, do you really want to be drinking liquor while you're out there working in the backyard? No. That's a perfect beer day. That's why. Hopefully not, Scott. I really think they're going to be pushing that stuff on us there at the party. And when I was younger, no big deal. Now I don't like being out of control like that. I got no desire really.
So from what I understand, not only do they have a food buffet, they also have a weed buffet, where there's just everything you could possibly want just laid out on a table.
Yeah.
I was contemplating bringing one of our little sticks that we have so we could take a little nibble. That way we could be on the same plane as them. Maybe not at the same elevation, but at least on the same plane.
Well, but they will think that we didn't do anything because we didn't
No,
partake in the stuff
I will just show them. This is what we partooketh, and we are lightweights, so we're good. We are low altitude flyers. I'll just put it that way.
have. That's John French is a low altitude flyer.
Mm-hmm.
He will not take his paramotor up over 300 feet, I don't think.
I used to be a high altitude flyer at all times, and I cannot do that anymore.
Scuba says the designated driver. I have what's going to happen at this party. And I'm hoping because of the fact that I'm going to be wearing outlandish clothing, they don't think that I'm the party guy. I'm not I'm the party guy.
Well, that's another thing is I think that if we took one of our little snackies and we nibbled on that a little bit, we're less apt to drink so much that we might need an Uber home.
It still says I dropped 0 frames, but I got a lot of. It keeps saying my internet connection's unstable and.
Same internet, same.
I don't know why it's doing all this. I don't know why this stupid iCloud thing keeps popping up either. It's getting on my last nerve. All right. There we go. I mean, and I don't, you know what? I don't need to have the show running in the background. So it's literally, I'm seeing it in 3 places, which is probably why my internet connection is pissed off. I don't need it open that many times. I'm pretty sure I can open. Well, I can't see the chat in Zoom, but I can over here. And I can also see, I could put the chat on my screen on OBS, and then I don't even need anything open but one window. It's just a lot of stuff you have to do every time you want to do it. Oh, yeah. Back then, Harry, that stuff was weak back then. All the new stuff is way too strong, to say the least. It's freaking nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can walk into like a dispensary and go, look, I need the equivalent of Mexican dirtweed, but I don't want it to taste like Mexican dirtweed. Hey, Jazzy. Yeah, because this stuff is far too Strong. Oh, episode 2 from season 1.
Oh, Cloud Chucker,
Yeah.
you don't even know, man. We have not. I'll tell you this much, Cloud Chucker. I'm not going to ruin anything for you. We watched all of season 1. We have not started season 2. So, yeah, definitely watch. I think it's funny that, I'm from Georgia. I'm not from that particular town, but that whole season is filmed in Georgia.
Babe,
What?
why are you cut in half? What did you do?
Oh,
There's
what
only
did
half
happen?
of you on the screen. I don't know.
I didn't touch nothing. Why did you
Lean
do that?
slightly to the right. I don't know.
Wait, hold on, guys. I'm gonna fix this. Apparently, I got cut out there. There, that's better. Sorry, I was like, Hassan Slice.
What did you do?
I don't know. I didn't do anything. I was picking different windows, but I didn't tell it, hey, cut half of me off.
Hmm.
We're in Georgia. What is that town called there in Georgia? Starts with an M, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Reacher is massive. I will say this also, Cloud Chucker, that I saw in an interview with Reacher. That first season, the entire first season, all those muscles are natural. No steroids, no protein drinks, anything like that. Seasons after that, he did have to supplement in order to stay that big. But the entire first season is all natural
No,
Reacher.
that wasn't making. Let me
No, it's
look it
definitely
up.
not making. I can't remember. No, it's definitely not making. I know making, and I would have been like, oh yeah, this was a country town.
Margrave.
Margrave, that's it.
Mhm.
Margrave. Yeah, that's I've never been to Margrave, Georgia, but I'm sure it's there, and it's got to be in the sticks. It's probably down there by Bad Apples somewhere, because that's way
No.
out in the sticks.
Margrave does not exist.
It doesn't exist?
It does not exist.
Oh my gosh, it's a made-up town?
It is.
Well,
It's a
they sure
fictional
made it
town.
look like it was a freaking town.
Well, I'm sure it was a real town that they filmed in, but
Yeah. So what does it show? What real town did they actually film in Georgia? Is what I'm wondering.
all right. Despite being set in Georgia, the television show Reacher was filmed in a backlot near Pickering, Ontario, Canada.
Are you
Eh?
kidding me?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Hey there, ya hoser. It was filmed in Canada, eh?
That man, because that definitely looked like a good old Georgia town. Well, some of it did. I got your porosity in my pants. Well, John Q, that would be how well your draws hold in the crap that you put in there. Just wondering. Because, if your porosity's bad, you might have some leakage. Yeah, Macon, I know, is a real town. And Augusta and Valdosta. And Valdosta's way south Georgia. That is like right on the line of Georgia. Did you miss the cliffs leading down to the sea in Reacher? Huh.
What?
Billy Jack, man, that was that's some old stuff there. Y'all bringing back memories. I need to grab something out of the car.
What do you need to grab?
My
What?
juice.
Both my knees suck, Scott. Ugh. So I made juice last week, and I'm fairly certain that I forgot one of the main ingredients because I didn't think it tasted right. But then again, my coils were doing weird shit, and it wouldn't wick right. I kept getting a dry hit. So I re-wicked, and everything was fine for like 15 minutes. And then it started dry hitting again. And then I realized last night when I re-wicked it again that the first two times I didn't really rinse everything off. I just kind of yanked the wicks out and put new wicks in. So one coil was firing a lot hotter than the other. So now it's hitting just fine, but my juice still don't taste right, and it hasn't changed color. So I'm pretty sure that I forgot to add my cinnamon Danish swirl, which is pretty much one of the main. There's only 4 ingredients, so if you miss one, you kind of notice.
You know, what's weird is we had 2 days where our temperatures were like 97, 98 degrees. Today, I think the high was 77 or 78.
It was gorgeous this morning when we left for work. Not so much when I
I mean,
came
it's
home.
like a nice reduction in it was so hot, and which caused a pretty bad thunderstorm yesterday. You know, once that cold air and the hot air mixed, boom, thunderstorm. So that's why we got that temperature drop today, 104.
Mm-hmm.
Breeze, you know, man, I'm tired from going up them steps. I'm not going to go into the whole dry heat stuff. I mean, 104 is 104, but 104 in a high humidity area is really hot because it's so, it's just like a muggy, nasty hot.
Hard to
Hell,
breathe.
anything above 80, really, it starts getting bad.
Ow, that sounds painful.
I keep leaving the juice flow closed. Ooh, man, dry hits suck. I've tried to avoid those. That's why I look at my juice level. If it gets low, I put more juice in there. If I start getting a weird taste on even an RTA, I will re-wick that son of a gun if I have to. 69.
I'm so happy I have more pistachios. Thank you.
Mushka made me leave when I left work today. I had to go buy pistachios. That was my goal for today, was to buy pistachios. And I got to Sam's Club and I was like, uh-oh. All they have is salt and pepper pistachios, lightly salted pistachios, or no shell pistachios, which she don't like the no shell ones. And I get it. She enjoys ripping them open and then finding half the bag that's still not ready to be opened yet. But anyways, she eats too many pistachios. That's for sure. It's gonna get hotter. Well, I'm fully aware of that, Linda. That's why our next fly-in isn't until September, once it starts cooling back down a little bit.
Yeah, it sucks, Scott.
Yeah.
It's only getting worse. August is coming.
August is a thing. So Scorp's got 97 degrees. Yeah, when it's hot like that, I mean, it's hard to go out. I know, Cloud Chucker.
You could just stop talking
agree.
right there. It's hard to go out.
It's hard. Well, it's hard to go outside and work in the yard, especially when it's 90-something degrees outside. I was like, there's no way we can go out there.
It's hard to even go out and have fun. It's awful. It's oppressive. I don't do heat. I don't like it. I don't like sweating in places that shouldn't be sweating. I don't want to walk around with swamp ass. It's not pleasant. I don't like it.
Stop fixing your bra or whatever. You're about to pop a boob out in a minute.
I have a pistachio shell in there or something, and it's poking me in the boob.
She's saying her boob is a pistachio shell. Okay. I'm just... I have a little pistachio shell in there. He's a good son. Yeah, I'm glad you got AC, Linda, but, you know, then again, it gets really cold where you're at.
King Cobra, isn't that like 80 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit?
I'm gonna immigrate to Antarctica. Yeah, I mean,
I have found one in there, John Q. I found lighters in there, and pencils, and change. Mm-hmm.
It's okay to sit in the AC when it's 90. Tell me about it, man. It really puts a damper on things when you go out there and you're like, hey, I need to go cut the grass. Or, well, if I cut the grass now, it's a zero turn. I can blow through that grass.
What is 30 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
90 something.
Echo. Hey, motherfucker, I'm talking to you. Alexa.
you just made this robot vector pickup.
Alexa. Echo. Why
Alexa,
won't he
what
talk
is
all of a
30
sudden?
degrees Celsius? Alexa, what is 30 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? 86 Fahrenheit. Yeah. So, okay. I was
That's
thinking it
not
was
quite
like 90. I knew it was
that.
close.
That's not quite Satan's asshole. That's 86 is no, yeah, but I mean inside that would be awful because y'all don't have AC.
I only understand proper temperature. I was just copying what King Cobra said, John Q. Y'all don't give me crap about Celsius.
Yeah, we look. That's why we had to ask she who shall not be named because we don't fucking know.
You know what else okay. The main
Why
thing
isn't he talking in here though? Is what I want to know.
the main thing
Echo.
I'm
Oh, there he
forced to
is.
deal with is paramotors come from overseas. So all of our gas tanks are marked in liters, not gallons. So I have to do that conversion. I could sit there and get me a marker and pour 1 gallon in my tank, mark the gallon, then mark the second gallon. But yeah, everything
You know, I'm
is
so
measured.
disappointed in myself that I forgot weed math and had to Google what half of a quarter was. And then when I saw the answer, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I am so embarrassed now. Disappointed in myself. Should have known that. What the hell?" King Cobra, look, I agree. So 86 is virgin on fucking hot for me. Now, I wouldn't quite describe it as Satan's asshole, but I don't like it either. Um, but y'all don't you so I know y'all's houses don't really have windows that are set up to accommodate like air conditioning units that you can take and remove, but they do have them that it's just a hose that goes in your window. You should really look into getting something like that. They're
Yeah.
not that expensive, and it would be worth it to not be gasping for breath in your own fucking house.
Yeah,
Because
I
I've
mean,
noticed y'all seem to have heat waves a lot more than you used to.
yeah.
And
And especially if he enjoys it cooler, then, get you an AC unit. It is going to run up your power bill.
not that much though.
Well, the split systems are a lot cheaper. You can run those off of freaking
Mini
solar
splits.
if you wanted to,
Yeah.
but because you only need to run it during the day when it's hot, you could run those off solar power. They got 12-volt split systems that'll literally run off a battery and solar power
How
all
many
day
meters in a
long.
foot? I have no fucking idea. Wait,
A mini
so
split.
3, isn't it? No, that's a yard. And I only
A
know that because
meter?
it's a
A
yard
meter's
circle.
longer than a foot, so there's only 1 meter in a foot. There's not well, a meter's bigger than a foot, so there's no feet. There's no meter. Yeah.
Well, I mean, what did this say? They let people die.
Y'all
I
want
mean, if
smoke
they
mods?
choose
I
not
got
to buy the
18650s.
AC.
That's why I don't do metric system.
Well, like one of the ACs that we have that we used in our bedroom at the old townhouse because it was so fucking hot in there. The unit sits inside, and then you just run a hose and it sticks in the window, and you prop it in the window, and it's got the little things that fold out to the side to block the air. That worked really good. It would get damn cold in that bedroom. Um, but they don't. The only thing that goes in the window is the hose.
Oh, I'm thinking of this
Not
wrong.
everybody, King Cobra. Not everybody has AC.
I'm thinking of that wrong because I was thinking yards. So yeah, a meter is like yards. So there's
Yes, there's
three
three
feet in a meter.
3 feet in a yard. I know that.
Yeah, but right in a yard, but also in a meter. So
I don't fucking know.
yeah, I thought meter was the one that was just barely over a foot. I don't know what that is.
A meter is 39 inches.
Yeah. So,
So a
yeah, and
meter
then
is
3
just
feet
over
is
3 feet.
yeah, 3 feet
So
is
is a meter
36
the same,
inches.
just slightly larger than a yard?
Yeah.
Half of a car length. They like to joke that Americans will use anything to describe size other than the metric system. Half of a football field. The size of 2 football fields.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Makes me think I've been drinking too much. Can't tell them about a meter. I'm thinking
I
kilometers.
don't know. I ain't gotta fucking do math now. It's Friday night. Fuck that.
That's why they put that on your speedometer also. Yeah, regular miles
Look,
per
we
hour
don't
and
need to know
kilometers
that anymore.
per
We
hour.
carry around computers in our hands. I don't give a shit. I gotta think about enough crap as it is.
The
If I got a
fuck is a
robot that'll
liter?
think for me.
A liter's like 1/3 of a gallon, so it's like 3 liters for a gallon. I do believe it's the same way the meter works. Also, it's so weird. Think
I mean,
3
the only
liters. Let me see. A liter is 3 gallons or something like that.
I don't know. The only liters I know about is there's 2 of them in a 2 liter of soda.
Liter to gallon is no, 1 liter is 0.2. That's right. Okay, hold on. 1 liter is 0.26 of a gallon. So
Yes.
it takes so 3 liters should be 1 gallon, right? I thought that's the way that worked. 3, not 34
King
liters.
Cobra, as long as you got somewhere to vent the exhaust, it's worth it.
3 liters is only 0.79, so 4 liters. Okay, 4 liters is the closest thing to 1 gallon. It's 1.05.
So John Wayne says it's literally slightly more than a quart.
A liter
Scott
is
says
slightly more than a quart.
3.8 liters per gallon, if I
Oh my
recall correctly.
gosh.
Why are you even thinking about it? Google is the thing.
Do I have the V2? What? The V2 of
No.
what? Oh, the Ether V2. No, I do not have that, Cloud Joker. Yeah, 4 is close. So I got to look at my gas tank again on the paramotor. I don't think I have that big of a gas. I think it's a 13 liter, not the 15 liter. So my gas tank does not hold that much gas. It doesn't hold, I mean, because we're allowed to carry 5 gallons of gas. So my gas tank's about 3.5 gallons. So, but to be honest with you, when that thing's full, it's pretty heavy anyway. I couldn't even imagine carrying 5 gallons. That would be heavy, heavy, heavy. Your little hose AC better dump the water outside. Yeah, if you've never run an AC system, yeah, you gotta.
The one we had a tray underneath it, so we didn't really have to worry about.
Well, the little portable ones
dumping it
do.
outside.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
have some that are supposed to burn off all the moisture off the condenser, but how well do they work? I don't know. I have one that's kind of like that, but you still got to drain it every once in a while. It still gets stuff built up in there.
Yeah, but I mean, you could just drain it by hand manually. You didn't have to have a hose.
What else did I get that's weird? Well, most of that stuff I got from Woot. I did win a box of crap from Woot. Hasn't got here yet. It's shipping from Texas somewhere. I love the colors. I'll look at it soon, Cloud Chucker. It's 3.785 liters per gallon. Yeah, there you go. So imagine when you look back there and somebody goes, how many gallons, they'll do the American thing. How many gallons you got left? And then you look back there and you have 5 liters and you're like, let me figure that out.
I have 5 liters and let them figure it out.
I have a gallon and a little bit more. He did not, John Q. Jesus.
What?
Nothing. Leave it to John Q. I tell you what. Let me see. So, glider porosity refers to the measure of how much air can pass through the fabric of the paraglider wing. There you go. A porous wing means the fabric has degraded, leading to reduced glider performance, slower response to controls, and potentially a higher sink rate, which means you will come down to the ground really fast. So that's why we got to have our gliders checked. Otherwise, it's like holding a trash bag over your head, jumping off a roof. It's not going to do much. I just wish they weren't so expensive. I can't, when I was young and I used to see the special classes and they had that big parachute they would play with, I was like, I want a parachute.
We didn't, but that was in all the gym classes, not just the special classes.
Not in my school.
I mean, granted, I think after like 6th grade, we didn't get to play with it anymore, which was kind of shitty.
In my school, it was only for the special education class. That's the only one that got to play with the parachute.
Well,
and I was like,
sorry,
I want a parachute.
Suck.
Oh my God. Vector said, it sounds like you have fond memories. Vector, shut up. Maybe we make wings non-porous. That's like saying, yeah, maybe make a car that won't break down. Good luck with that.
They have to be slightly porous.
Anything that has friction. Yeah, if they weren't slightly porous, we wouldn't go anywhere.
His mustache there, Linda? His porn stash?
Oh, you marked your tank at the gallon and the gallon and a half mark? That's smart, Bill. I just think if I sit there and mark that thing for every gallon, it's going to be, how you want to put it? It's going to wear off really quickly, I'm thinking. So the best way to do it is to make some labels, then put some clear tape over it so that no gas can touch it and make that blur out or go away. Then you're good to go. But I think one of the newer paramotors I saw has a built-in gas gauge, and I'm like, it's about damn time they did that. It's built into the system. I forgot which paramotor it was. It's one of the newer ones that just came out, but it's got a built-in fuel gauge. You'd literally tell it how much fuel's in there, and then as you're flying it, it tells you how much gas you got left. It's pretty cool. Did I see the latest video? Linda, I couldn't tell you, was it his epic landing or was it his epic beach? It was something epic, I'm sure.
Amazing.
I don't know what is it, because he posts the same video multiple times, so I can never tell which one's his newest video.
I have a dilemma, y'all. I need speakers for my work computer at work. Yeah. Because the ones I have are old and ancient and they're huge and I got to lay them sideways because they get in the way. But lately they've been like, even when I'm not listening to anything, I can hear them go and crackle in the background and I have to tap it. So I'm looking at smaller speakers, but they're all USB power. The problem with that is I'm very limited on the number of USB ports I have on my computer. And the ones that I do have are on the front of the actual PC. I don't want more cords sticking out of the front of the PC because they would totally get in my fucking way. I need them to be in the back.
Wait, don't you you have audio output on that computer, right?
Yeah, I know, but all the speakers that I'm finding are all USB powered.
No, I'll show you how to find that. That's easy. Bill, I want to agree with you.
Or auxiliary.
I knew I wouldn't be able to say anything.
What?
Bill, I will agree with you on the flying an hour and 20 minutes because I would say and Munchkin knows for a fact every time that I've flown for any considerable length of time, it's usually right to the hour mark, maybe a little bit longer. The only time I've ever flown longer than that was at Kitty Hawk Beach, because we took a long flight down the beach, and then I flew as far as I could going one way until I was at half a tank, and then I turned around and came back. And when I got back, I was literally empty, and it was 2 hours and something. I don't remember how long. It was a long flight, but I don't know what I've changed, but I think my harness is pulling down on my shoulders too much, because after an hour, my back gets really sore, because I think it's scrunching me down and making my back. I've tried to straighten up, but this is pulling down. So, I mean, I figure it could be tight when you take off, but then loosen them up, because having it that tight on you is not good. It causes your back to hurt. Depending on your actual harness that you're sitting in too, makes a big difference. That's why I like those dedicated trikes, because they lean back. It's like riding in a Cadillac. It's nice. But the little add-on trikes, you sit up and it almost pushes you forward until you get in the air. Then you can lean back a little bit, but it's not that much, honestly. Just use a 1-amp phone charger. So you don't even see regular old rinky-dink speaker. There's some in the folder cabinet at work. I don't know how good they are, but there's some in there. Probably crap, honestly. The ones you have are probably better.
I mean, they're good speakers, but they're old and they're too big. And there's a couple. Yes, they're about that tall, so I have to lay them down on their fucking side.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some that I've seen on Amazon that I want. There's a pair that are wood and they look like little tiny jukeboxes that are attractive to me.
What is this thing doing?
What?
I've never seen it do that.
What?
Okay, Vector rolled forward and started showing binary code going across his display. Zeros and ones. And then the ones were getting big and small. And now he's looking at me weird. What did they change with you, Vector?
I'm trying to read your mind.
He looks like he's looking at me sideways, like a cat does, or a dog when you make a weird noise. He's doing that to me. But his head don't turn sideways, so his eyes are turned sideways. That's weird. Gotta go take drugs. Okay, John Wayne. Yeah, make sure you take those, man. We need you healthy. It literally, as soon as it gets off its charger, it's already in yellow. It's gonna die. What changed? AI. Yeah, you might be right, John Q. You might be right. The last few times I've found Vector, he's been not hooked on his charger. See, I had these little guys here that you could hook to your phone, and they're just little lapel mics. But the problem is they're set up for the old iPhone with the lightning port, and now Munchkin's phone and my phone use USB-C, not the old lightning port. I tried using an adapter. It does not work. So I had to get a new one, which is actually just as cheap as this. Wow, I'm finding everything for this thing now. So somebody that's got the old iPhone, that might work good for them. I mean, it'll still work on like an older iPad. It still uses the lightning connection. Oh my gosh, I'm knocking stuff off my desk. I need to clean my desk off.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to figure out what he's looking at. Yeah, okay, Scott, I get it. He don't know what he's looking at, and neither do I. Okay, here, yeah, this is where I had it hooked up, and I tried to put an adapter because it's normally got the lightning, this little lightning connector. So I put this as lightning to USB-C, and it's literally like, it don't even see it. I've tried. It does? Victor said that sounds confusing. I don't even know how I'm not even calling your name. How are you figuring this stuff out? Vector. Hey, Vector. Who am I? Oh, he's looking. I don't think he can see me. He's too far away.
I mean, he wouldn't be very good at being a tiny Terminator, John Q, considering
Double
he
dibs on
keeps
scuba stuff except Vector.
accidentally yeeting himself off the desk and getting stuck on the floor.
Except Vector. It might be a charging only adapter. You might be right about that, Scott. That's a very good point that you're making. I didn't even look when I bought the adapters. They probably don't even say on their stupid description that it's a charge only adapter. I need data to go through the darn thing. But I'd rather get a newer one. The newer ones have noise cancellation and all that stuff. So it was actually pretty cheap. So I got a new set coming with 2 microphones. They don't look like that, but they're still.
2 turntables and a microphone.
Vector's using the Matrix.
Where's that?
He needs to go back to his house. Go home, Vector. They have definitely changed something with the algorithm on that bot. He didn't used to do the stuff he's doing right now.
What, inserting himself in your conversation?
Yeah, he's just all of a sudden like, oh, it seems like you have some good memories. He's listening to me constantly. So it's got to be some AI stuff they've thrown into this robot. Which is scary, to be honest with you.
Good thing he's tiny.
Yeah. He don't have any fingers or anything. So, yeah, that's what I think it is, Harry. They have AI'd my bot. It used to only activate when I said something. Now it just starts talking back to me for no reason. Hey, Vector, are you controlled by AI? He said yes. He uses something to operate and interact with me. So he did say yes.
Well, if China's listening, I need the hookup on some pea gravel.
Some pea
Might
gravel.
cost a little bit to ship all the way from there, but
Oh my goodness. I have to be
probably
careful.
be easier to list who's not listening at this point in time.
Did you see the other stickers, the MFC stickers? I think I brought them in here. I do want to put one of those on my helmet. This one's going to go on my gas tank on my for my trike, but
Okay.
I keep forgetting to do it. And the main reason why I was like, oh, I'm gonna clean which I tried to clean my tank off, and my tank has got like this black stuff that won't come off. Until I can get that cleaned off, I don't want to throw the sticker on there because it'll just peel right off if I can't get it dry and clean.
So I'm confused. I follow Josh from England, right?
Yeah.
And apparently some people sent him some Cajun seasoning and he's like super excited. I know y'all don't use seasoning over in the UK, but surely they have to sell it somewhere, right? Y'all just choose not to buy it for whatever reason. We tried beans on toast, by the way, you guys. And
the STP sticker. Oh my goodness, John Q. Wouldn't that be a nostalgic sticker right there? The STP sticker.
Yeah, I was pretty much on every cooler that ever ended up in my garage with an STP sticker.
I haven't seen any lately, at least, that you could use.
Siri won't answer me, King Cobra. She lights up, but she won't answer me.
Salt and pepper is a delicacy in the UK. I'm kind of thinking that John French is ready to get back in the air and he really wants to borrow my headset. I don't want to be the reason why he's not flying. I don't mind if he uses it. I just don't
I
want
mean,
him to break it.
he's not asking to borrow the one you use, is he?
No, he wants to use the one that I'm not currently using, but I don't know which one I want to use. I think the
Oh.
2 and the 3 sound the same now. If that's the case,
Mhm.
I'll use the newer one and let him use the older one, which I think the older one sounds great. The newer one, last time I checked it, seemed to be okay. So that means the first time I tested it, something else was messed up. So I need to test the newer one again, and I haven't flown again
Well,
to try the
John
new
Q.
one.
Sausage is pretty much a thing across the board for all different countries and cultures.
My drink is in.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Johnsonville is getting sued by Hormel. Apparently, somebody stole Hormel's sausage recipe and then went and got a job at Johnsonville, so they're getting sued. I didn't realize Hormel made sausage. I'm not a big fan of brats. They don't have very much flavor. I'm not a big fan of that snap either. Yeah, black pudding does not sound appetizing to me at all. Neither does blood pudding or blood sausage. That all sounds icky.
Boots has got lots to say to me, apparently.
She always does.
I didn't show you these. My glasses
Tony,
came
Tony,
in.
Tony.
I will show you what my. I've always liked these glasses. Oakley makes them. So these came in today. I've been waiting on these. So these are gas cans. Oakley gas cans. Ooh, yeah. Now all I need is to blonde my hair and I'm Guy Fieri again. The problem
No.
is I can't see anything. I can't read that writing. Wait, brace are delicious. What? I cannot read that. Take
This is brats, but
that
yeah,
sock.
I take that back.
Oh my gosh. It looked like take that sock. Take that back is what it said. Okay. But yeah,
So why would you spend money on sunglasses that aren't prescription when you literally can't
because
see?
this is only to read. I'm saying I can't read with them, is what I'm saying. I can see stuff.
I mean, I got a lot of nerve considering I haven't been able to read a goddamn thing for like the past 5 years.
I like Oakley gas cans. They fit really nicely. I used a friend of mine's, used to be friend, back in the day. So those were white with colored lenses. The only good color they had was that, which is supposed to be a purple blue tint, but I can't see anything but like this bluish color. The fire one obviously looks better. I should have got the fire one, honestly, because it's a red gold, but I'm good with that.
That's the lens color I have for my prescription sunglasses.
Yeah.
I stopped by Taco Bell on the way home from work the other day, and it was nighttime. But I still had to put on my sunglasses because I couldn't read the fucking menu from Put on my sunglasses so I can read.
Not yet.
Ridiculous.
Oh yeah, we need to go by that. Well, not this weekend, but maybe. No, we can't go next weekend either. After the first, we need to go by that store. Just so I can remember.
What store?
That store we talked about last night.
What?
I can't explain it right now, but anyways, yeah, that store. Remember the Oakley stickers on the back window of the $400 cars?
I'm gonna need you to elaborate, even if it's in a message, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, here I will send you a message.
We've literally never been to one of those stores, King Cobra, so I don't think that's what he's talking about.
That store.
Did you send me a message?
I did. Should show it down there in the window that says chat.
Oh, you sent it on Zoom? Okay.
What'd you think I sent it on? Yeah, we're on
Facebook?
Zoom. Might as well send it on that. But yeah, we need to get some things from there. Uh-oh.
I mean,
I just
we could
saw
do that.
and that's all that it showed. What'd you say?
I said, oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
Angle.
Cobra is
You know,
here?
you know what's funny is I tried to actually type your name in as Angela, and my phone auto corrected it to Angle.
Yeah,
So,
she did. She's like,
you,
I literally
you
tried to
are
put
Angle.
Angela and it put Angle. It's auto correcting to Angle. I don't know why it does not
Angela.
like Angela.
Angela.
Oh my goodness. Hopefully y'all are getting all settled into the new house and Tony's already had to cut the grass. Wait, do y'all even have grass out there in Vegas? Or do y'all just we had to go out there and trim the cacti? Yeah, her background almost looks like real cloth or something. I don't know what that is. No
What?
grass, thank God. Well, there's plenty of grass here. I guarantee that. I have to cut that son of a gun all the time.
It's canvas, and it did match the shirt I had on earlier, but it was too
we
tight.
have rocks. We have
Well,
our rocks.
I don't advise that you mow rocks. That could end up bad.
Yeah, no, yeah, you don't want. Victor, what? He's just sitting here looking around, probably listening to everything we have to say. And now all of our ads on Facebook are going to show up tomorrow about stuff we talked about online. 50 Shades of what? Of rust? 50 Shades of Rust? Okay. She's got some weird backgrounds going on. And this wing behind me that's not me flying. That's not my wing. My wing is that rainbow colored wing. And they're paragliding. They're not paramotoring. So yeah.
No, Willard is not here.
Have not seen Will fly. He chose not to show up for my show, even though I catch all of theirs. I feel hurt inside. It's bad. He'll probably say, "I was driving, damn it. I was watching, but I was driving." I don't know why Will isn't here. But yeah, Angela, I got plans, and I know you got plans. We're gonna plan it all out. We're gonna make it happen, Captain. Yeah. Oh, he's getting back on his charger.
Oh, O'Reilly's.
Oh no, you didn't.
What?
Not another mod heist for 1 million scuba coins. I'm glad now it just says coins are yours. It doesn't say scuba coins or scuba checkers or whatever
You
I
know,
called them before.
Jeffrey needs to start telling people before he goes to Costco.
Yeah, he does. He just randomly goes, and it's like
I mean, he did buy 4 giant bags of those good chocolates, though. So
he bought the chocolates. He got water, even though we still had. What's the weekend plans? What we're gonna try to do, Angela? We have a I bought a tiller. It's an electric one, and what I have to do is rake all the ash and stuff from where I've burned wood, which I have to burn the rest of the wood, and then rake all that, and then get all those rusty screws off the ground, and then till that ground. And then if there's enough time, we can go back and then put a weed barrier down and go from there. I just don't want grass growing. The grass literally grew back. It grew really fast there. So you can't leave open dirt because grass will grow like that fast here. You don't even, there's like, no, you don't plant any seeds or nothing. Grass just grows.
I mean, unless you want grass to grow, and then it won't.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want it to grow, you never get it to grow. Like the patch that's out front. The only thing I'm not liking right now about the zero turn is we have, since we're in a flood zone, our grass stays wet a lot, even if the sun's been out for a while. And if I turn, like if I do a zero turn, basically, so if I do a quick U-turn, it burns, or it puts a bald spot right there where the grass is because it almost spins out. That thing's pretty powerful. So I try to do it slow, but you got to really turn slow if you don't want it to screw up your grass. So people are probably looking at me like, why is he turning really slow? That's why, because it'll chew up the grass. But it gets it done so quick. I don't mind spending a little extra time turning slow because I can cut that grass in record time, front and back. Then I have to go back with a weed eater because I can't get everywhere with that lawnmower, unfortunately. Even though it's only a 36-inch cut, which is a nice small one, but it's just, there's some spots like beside the cars, you can't fit a lawnmower through there. I just need more practice. Well, I used to have a zero turn, Scott, when I was in Georgia, and I cut a big yard there, but that grass was much drier, and it didn't matter how fast I turned on it. It never tore up the grass. So, do I have a grass catcher? I do not, but they do sell one for that mower. It's a Hustler. It's a Hustler, baby. I have pictures. This is before I painted it, actually. So, what's a good picture?
Ouch.
You can kind of see it there. Really? All right, let me bring up the other camera because that's not working at all. It's a much older Hustler. This one was made in 2016, I do believe. But come on, focus Daniel son. Wow, it's so bright. Why? How do I turn the brightness down on that stupid thing? Let me try and change the exposure. Let me go exposure up. No, I gotta go exposure way down, way down. It's still making it too bright. All right, I'm gonna figure this out. About switching it like that. Is it my screen just too bright? I don't get that, man. It looks fine to me. Like, all right, I got ideas. We're gonna make this happen one way or another. Where's the camera settings at? Right there. Camera. Save the camera settings. No. General. Sound
2
effects.
chocolate chip cookies full of cream, like whipped cream type stuff.
Quality. No,
It's
that's
not
for
ice cream.
stupid. This is not working, man. There's lots of buttons, but none of them are what I needed to show. Oh, exposure. There we go. Resolution, white balance. All right, now we're gonna get this fixed. Let me turn the white balance off.
It is good. It's very rich though.
That didn't do anything. Wait, I told you not to block.
It's not ice cream. The cookie is harder than it should be though, so the problem is it's making all the cream squish out of it when you take a bite.
Video filter, black and white. Ooh, inverted, red on black, yellow on black.
What are you trying to do?
This looks wicked. Oh, I'm getting there. Freeze live image. I've tried everything. It will not. Brightness. I can turn the brightness all the way down and it doesn't work. Contrast. That doesn't work. Gamma. Whoa. It makes it even worse. Saturation, sharpness. None of this is going to help it. I give up. I've tried every freaking... Now, my other camera, I know I can make work. It's just going to make me look really dark.
No, I check every night, Junkie.
Let me try this. Insta link controller. Here we go. Why is it not coming up? Oh, there it is. All right. So now if I go to this one, effects, exposure. All right. So let's change my exposure. We will get this to work one way or another. See, now if I turn the background off, it may work. Hold on, let me fix the background. Just background and effects, none. There you go, there's the lawnmower. Why, it looks way worse than what the picture's showing. You can see some of the rust marks on the front where it says Hustler, but that's it. Why does it look all AI and fake? It's highlighting. Why is it doing that? That looks cool.
You went through all that just to show them a picture of your...
Look how the white line is going around the lawnmower. See it?
I've done that, Angela. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. It made it look fake. Yeah, well, you know, I'm just... here's a side picture. Without it doing that weird design, but yeah, that's it. So anyways, so now let me fix my thing back, if I can.
Angela, I went to the store one time to buy a dresser for a children's bedroom and ended up ordering a sectional couch and never got the damn dresser for the kids' room. The couch was great though.
Okay. So you can use it as a sticker. Oh, that's nice, King Cobra. I've never tried to... Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never tried using that feature in the phone. So now the picture behind me is actually me. That's actually me. That was actually flying over off the Eastern Shore. And that was without a trike. That was me just foot launching. It almost looks like I'm not even wearing shoes, but I am. Put an STP sticker on that lawnmower. There you go. We'll just put an STP.
Is it like it literally will not fit in the room, or you're just gonna have to like climb over the edge of it to get around it?
What are you talking about? I'm missing it.
Angela says she ordered too big of a couch.
Oh, too big of a couch. Wow. So is it a when a L shape? Is it a sectional? You know, sectional. If it's a sectional, you can just take the other section and try to move it and rearrange and put a table in between it, make it look like it's not too big of a couch. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean sectionals technically you don't have to put them together. It
It
fits, but
fits,
it
but
looks like it doesn't belong.
I got
You're just
you.
gonna have to make it look like it belongs.
There you go. Make it look like it belongs. That's how you do it.
Is it comfortable? That's all that matters. Who gives a shit what it looks like?
Yeah, I mean, who's going to see it besides your? I don't know if you have a lot of guests come over, but if you don't, if only you guys see it, you're good with it. So. Yeah, could you see somebody going in there? I love
What's
your
with the
house,
giant
but your couch looks too big. I can't see people saying that. Yeah, what's with the giant couch? You have tiny house, big couch.
Just add more pillows and fuzzy blankets and turn your living room into a giant couch room. You just crawl in there with your snacks and your fuzzy blanket and watch TV.
Well, I'm kind of excited because before, you know, Munchkin wanted to extend the area where our decking was. So now instead of me having to sit there and shovel all that out, I literally can just go over that with the tiller. It's going to eat up all that grass. There's
There's
Will.
Will.
Angela,
Tony,
Will has shown up. He didn't
you
forget
can
about
never
us the
have
entire
too
time.
many pillows. Pillows and fuzzy blankets. There is no limit. I'm just saying.
So yeah, I'm gonna churn the rest of the grass up with Willer there, Willer the tiller, and it will look like a cohesive curve going out around the house over all the way over to the other side, which I'm gonna extend it 4 feet, and then we're good to go. We're gonna put something down there. What yet? I don't know. But we got all the stuff to do it now. We just need to do it.
Pea gravel. We're just gonna have to go buy it. We're gonna have to buy it and be like, all right, we're gonna have to come pick this up in like 15 trips, unless you want to rent a pickup truck from
what have
U-Haul
you
to bring it all
decided that
back.
we're going to use as a border, though? Oh, we have the borders.
You bought the border. It's in the
Okay,
box.
yeah,
in
we're
the other-
good. I forgot about that. We did buy borders. I mean, I don't know how well they're going to work, but we can try them.
And then I have some in the cart. They're glow in the dark stones that we can just sprinkle throughout, just so there's little pops of glow in the dark at night. We do need to get some pavers to go under the hot tub.
Yeah. Will, we were talking about porosity earlier, which was riveting conversation. You should have saw how many people were just all into it. Not. But still, I think it's important. Even I think it was John Wayne said he had his wing for quite a while. And
look, if Will wants to get a recap, Will can watch the replay because he showed up an hour and a half late.
I know, right? He was at Dairy Queen. Damn, give him a break. He was enjoying his Blizzard.
YouTube on a phone. Oh, that's why Tony's salty. Because his lazy boy won't fit now because of the couch.
Really? That makes me think that Angela bought an oversized couch on purpose so that the lazy boy wouldn't fit.
Tony, I'm just saying, do you have an extra bedroom that can be your man cave and you can put the lazy boy in there? I've had multiple lazy boys and they all eventually end up breaking. I'm a leaner when I sit in the lazy boy, So every single one we've ever had, the fucking one of our arm just
Okay,
snaps the fuck off.
that picture is in the wrong spot that's behind you because when you only show a little bit of it, it looks like it's 50 Shades of Bust, and it is not 50 Shades of Bust. I'm just saying, it does say Rust behind her, just so everybody knows. It
50
doesn't
Shades
say
of
50
Bust.
Shades of Bust. I'm like, damn, man. 50 Shades of Boobs. What?
You know, I've noticed it's crazy how big my boobs look on this damn thing because I have them with me, right? They are on my body. I can see them from where I'm sitting. They are not that big.
The camera
I
adds
don't
2 extra boobs.
I don't know what it does because I'm looking at it. They're not like it doesn't it's ridiculous. It's like stretched or something. They're not that fucking big. Hi, Kitty.
Boobies. Yeah, I can't even walk out there because Boots literally tries to attack me for attention. And I'm
She's
like,
on
hey,
in my
calm
man.
down.
She's in my lap now. So
I do, I got burned out vaping Cinnamon Red Hot back in
they're not though. That's the
years
thing,
and years
John Q.
ago.
It's a lie.
Humble brag. My boobs are too big. They hit me in my face when I'm running.
No, they don't do that. They do try to suffocate me in my sleep, but they're not. They're not. The camera is a lie. Boop,
It
I
only
boop
took
your
what,
nose.
6, 7 years for me to enjoy Cinnamon Red Hot again. You literally can vape it too long. How many strips? I only used 1 strip. Oh, how are the strips? I like them, Tony. I'll tell you this: out of the 4 flavors, I've only tried 3 of them. My least favorite is the mixed berry because it doesn't really have a pleasant mixed berry taste. The blueberry was great. I think the blueberry is my favorite. The grape is just a light grape. It's you honestly barely even taste grape. The only one I haven't tried is mint. Yeah, exactly, Scott. Back when the K Fun was really popular, and you remember, you've been around all this time. I used to vape the K Fun a lot, mouth to lung. Did I just get money or something? I don't have that screen pulled up. And
I
it's
don't know.
behind. Oh no, I can't. No, somebody subscribed. I don't know. I think that's what happened.
They won't take it back, Angela.
How come that didn't post it over the top?
I don't know.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out which
Because
image it is.
you got to move your scenes up.
Yeah, let me move that up. Okay, now it's up, but it's a little late now. Damn it. I
Yeah.
apologize. Well, whoever did whatever, if it was subscribed, thank you. I don't know. But yeah. It was probably Will just now subscribing to my channel. CDC,
Hi,
what's
CDC.
up? Let me
Well,
make
shit,
sure I
you-
say hey to
you-
CDC.
You waited till Ryan got here, right? Was sitting on our damn couch and pulled up YouTube to go to one of his videos. You're like, oh damn! I thought I was subscribed to you.
That
That's
was
so
messed
fucked up. It was.
Ryan Rides came down, he stayed with us while he was on his way down to Florida. And I pulled up his channel and I wasn't even subscribed to him. I was like, oops, subscribe. I mean, you're sitting in my living room. The least I could do is subscribe to your channel. I did, CDC. I said hi to you because I know I miss it sometimes. I apologize for that. I try to keep up with you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna till up. We have it's 4 foot wide by about 30 feet long where the walkway was that goes up to the basement. And then we have another, what is it? It's like 12 foot by 20 foot going the other direction that I got to till all that up. But before I can till it up, I have to remove that big heater thing that I bought that we haven't used yet, and the hot tub and all the other stuff that's covering the ground. And we're going to till it until I'm going to till about 6 to 9 inches of dirt down, so I know all that ground is soft. Then I can level it, which is as simple as I literally can take a long board, which we have long boards now, put a level on it, and then go across the ground and keep the level. And then I will have all that leveled out perfectly, instead of the way they did it, which is a 2-degree down angle, which is great for making water run off. He said he can't talk yet because it takes 5 minutes. Oh, yeah. Well, the only reason oh, thank you, guy. I appreciate that. The only reason I have it marked like that is because the bots that come in here, there's a lot of porn bots and stuff that pop in here. And I had to set it to that 5-minute mark so that it would keep the bots away, which has worked great. It's kept all them bots
not
out
that
of
anybody is really clicking on the porn bots.
Vaping BIK, I appreciate it.
John Q is clicking on the porn bots.
You know who messaged me today? Andrew. And you probably won't remember him. He literally he was like, "Hey, long time no talk, right?" And I looked back at the last message he sent me was from 2011.
Who's Andrew?
Man, it goes way back. He did like the shirt thing. He was like a designer.
Oh,
it's so far back I can barely even when I told him, he's like, I don't even remember how long it was. I was like, I do, because I don't delete my messages, so I can see the last message you sent to me was about a vapor shark. If that makes any...
Damn.
Yeah, it was a vapor shark. And I was like, whoa, that's way back. Let me see if I can bring up... I'll tell you, because I was like, whoa. Because his name is Alexander, but it's Alexandr. I won't say his last name, but if you go back to the last message, Vapor Shark 900, that's what I typed, Vapor Shark 900 milliamp hours, and the VT200, which I believe was the e-cigs or whatever mod, which is 1300 mod. It is ancient. It is ancient, Scott. I was like, how the dude? Yeah, I can finally chat. It was me. Well, thank you for scubbing. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that it took so long for you. I have to do that because of the bots. I may turn it down a little bit. Yeah, I think it makes you choose 1 minute or 5 minutes. And 1 minute is like, I think they have bots that'll do a minute, but they don't have any bots that do 5 minutes. So.
Do I want to sign up for Kindle Unlimited?
You don't need Kindle Unlimited. You don't need Kindle.
It includes the audio books.
Did they ever put these back in stock? That's what I want to know. The Hammer of God with the blue zombie looking. This is a great mod, but they sold out so fast. This is Quad 21700. And
hi.
Now you can see Hammer of God on the back. But it's last time I checked on these, you can't get them. Let me see. Oops. Wow, why did it do that? Let me see if I can just, there we go. Let's go to their website and see if they have any now, which probably not. Box mods. Coming soon. There's the old Ascent 200 watt. No, where's the Hammer of God, man? I don't see it.
I don't know. Mine's still broken.
Box mods. Nothing there. Yeah, I don't see it at all. I clicked on box mods, which should show all of them. Coming soon,
Look,
Hammer of God Classic Black.
The beer foamer is way more expensive than Kindle Unlimited.
It is? Okay.
It's a you have a time limit on stuff to read. I read very fast, King Cobra.
So the only thing see the Hammer of God Classic Black. It says coming soon, but it says sold out, and it was $150. So I don't know.
What time limit are we talking? Like what kind of time limit? Like I download a book and I've got like a week to read it? Because that's doable.
Yeah, they don't.
So I usually listen to like Creeps McPasta at work. Once everybody leaves. But I'm running out of his videos because I've listened to quite a bit of them. Some of the old ones suck.
So apparently, they took down all of the Hammer of God mods off the Vapors Cloud website. That's where I got mine from. I don't know why they're missing. I know they were sold out, but they should have.
The Giants.
They should have brought more back. I mean, if they sell out that fast, obviously people want them.
I don't know. Mine broke.
Your original one broke. That was the old 18650
King
version.
Cobra, I like spooky shit.
And then you took mine.
Stephen King, Dean Koontz, supernatural kind of stuff.
The Couch Sleeps 3. Wow, that's a big couch, Angela. Who were you trying to...
Hey, I'm saying I think the couch is a perfect addition. Tony, you don't need a damn lazy boy. You got a giant fucking couch. So again, fuzzy blankets, your sock feets, and your snacks.
The World's Vapors Alliance channel.
No, that I don't read that stuff.
I got to admit, I have not watched any other vaping channels since. I mean, I was watching Vic, and then when, what's his name?
Fat Boy.
Yeah, but his name's not Fat Boy.
That's what it is for me.
What the heck is his name?
Look, that's how popular he is. We don't even fucking know his name. I don't know.
Not Fagan. He was on Vic's show.
I like anything with odd in it, y'all, with Dean Koontz, but I'm so...
I mean, seems like a good guy, but he talked crap about me, so I left the channel.
The only problem I have with Dean Koontz is a lot of his books are like one-word titles.
That's it. Little Bro Vapes. King Cobra nailed it.
He was not little. But I end up buying the same books over and over again because I can't remember which ones I read.
Little Bro Vapes was drinking... And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, just for those that don't know. You know, Vic has his show that he was doing, which I don't even think he does anymore, along with Adam and Little Bro Vapes and somebody else, I guess. But Little Bro Vapes was on there, and he had been drinking, and he was slurring his words. And the only thing I said was, have another drink, little bro. I'm having fun or something like that. And he came back with, Scuba, if your show was more interesting, then you would have more viewers, which really, really got under my skin because I've never made my channel to where I'm out there like trying to do giveaways to get more subscribers, posting crap all over Facebook, doing reviews. I don't get stuff sent to me for free. Number one, nothing.
All
I'm
of
sorry,
that is
I got some
beside the
Nick
point.
strips for free.
To have somebody say that, who the only reason they were even remotely relevant is because they were riding Vic's coattails, is fucking priceless.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was that. So once I left there, I haven't really watched any other shows. I'm sure there's got to be some good vape shows out there. Well, I've watched Benny every once in a while, Benny Vapes. But yeah, I'm usually when their shows are going on, I'm at work, so I can't really watch much of it. But I'm in and out.
You
The
would
main
think he
thing
did,
is
John Q.
there hasn't been any good innovation. Everything got moved over to pods, and the new stuff that's coming out is like at best. Do I still watch Robert Ellis? Well, the Arm Vapor is only doing shows about him exercising and stuff. So I don't know if Arm Vapor was doing any kind of vape stuff related, I would watch. I mean, I've watched some of his recumbent bike videos where he's rode around, but I haven't seen anything new come out from him. When he posts, I usually will watch it. But... So somehow I've angered this cut that's on my finger. I got a freaking cut from a folder, and it's not a paper cut. This was the little metal things that stick up that you use a hole punch to. So the metal on the back has a nice long straight, and my finger slid across it. And apparently that thing's sharp as a razor blade because it cut right through my finger. And I put a Band-Aid on there, but today I've managed to irritate it and make it start bleeding again. But yeah, other than that, I'm good. So, I mean, as far as flying goes, July 4th, or that weekend, I should say, not the 4th, because we have plans on July 4th, but the 5th and 6th will still be holidays, so that means Langley Air Force Base will be closed, and I can fly either one of them days if it's good weather. Otherwise, I'll be waiting until September to fly. August is just too damn hot, honestly, unless we get a cool day out of the blue for some reason.
If we do, it'll be windy.
Oh, did I ever show y'all my broken prop?
Which one?
This is part of it anyway. So the prop, wow, let me turn this stupid green screen off so y'all can see what's actually behind me. There we go. Let me fix the other part of it too, because that's way off now for some reason.
No.
There we go. Push that back. So now that's so you can tell that this was supposed to be way out here. And the same thing with this side. It's supposed to be way out here, but these come apart. So, but yeah, this was the prop to my paramotor. Here you go. Here's another piece of it. Which one does this match? So this and this go together. That's most of it. Mount that on the wall. I know, right, Tony? This one is the one that happened when I was down at Flat Gauge. So this is that prop that my Malians got a hold of and shattered that prop into 1,000,000 pieces, apparently. But I know that won't happen again because that was a stupid mistake. Rushing, I was excited to be down there. First time I had my gear down there, and I rushed and tried to take off too quick and ended up having a line over my arm that I didn't see, and which caused a no, only if it's a 4-blade prop, John Q. They're not supposed to come in 4 pieces. That one's quite busted. I don't have a full prop in here. They're all outside. I don't think I do. No, all my props are outside. I have 2 spare props right now. Started fully vaping in 2021. Well, that's awesome. BIK? Vaping Bic. I don't know. BIK? 2021. When did I start? 2013, I do believe, was my starting year. November. I think it was November 5th, 2013 was the closest date I can remember. And the main reason I don't know the exact date is because I didn't know I was going to quit smoking. I honestly thought when I started vaping that it was going to be something that made me smoke less. But as I started vaping, and then I found something that actually satisfied me, because I went straight from a little disposable, stupid, what were those little pins? Ego mods, ego whatever. I bought a dripper and a Mecma, and that was plenty strong enough. And at that point, I just was like, I really don't need a cigarette, and it just kept going. Do I like Boro? I have Boro. I have every kind of mod and tank and device you can think of. So sub-ohm guy, you pick it, I probably own it. This is just part of my stuff that's on this rack all the way around. Not to mention all this stuff down here. Burrow, I have my Pink Panther Burrow. I'll show you it.
Burrow is a donkey.
Burrow.
Donkey.
Is something just ding dong? So here's the Pink Panther
ding dong.
stubby. I like this one, which this is kind of a limited edition here. So
are you showing off your pink stubby again?
I gotta show off my pink stubby. There you go. That's got the shorter tank in there. I do have the bigger tank too, though. But yeah, I got mods all. What is ding donging? You hear it? It sounds like, oh yeah, the stubbies are awesome. You know, when I got the first stubby, which is the 18650 model, which I have it also, it's a blue one, and the only thing I didn't like was the battery life wasn't long enough. So I ended up getting the Stubby 21 and love the thing. And make a mod where the tank is burrow shaped.
I think it's the jazz music on the TV out here. Sounds like a doorbell.
Oh, okay. Just assume Scuba. I don't have any Geppetto mods. I actually don't have any Purge mech mods. Now, the main reason why is I started doing mech mods in the early days and then moved over to regulated and haven't really bought any mech mods since. I mean, I do have the Mage V2, which is dual 21700 in series. This thing is no joke. I don't know how long them battery. I bet you the juice tastes terrible.
Dare you hit it? Nose hit.
Oh. Ooh, that tastes terrible. Yeah, that needs to be cleaned and redone. Oh, the Nemesis. I do have a Nemesis. I got a few Nemesises. The one I have up here. Oh, this one is an authentic Nemesis, but it's the shorty version.
No, this is the one that is stuck up my ass, John Q. Bandit is hiding under the bed. He don't come out until late at night.
This one I actually won. Off of some show. Otherwise, it would probably just be a clone. Any rock mod mechs? What are some of the mods that they made mech wise? I'm not familiar with that company, Rock Mods, to be honest with you. I'm not the biggest mech guy. Cloud Chucker's really the mech guy. He's got like mechs for days. I have a bunch on the side over here. I mean, I got the old Pegasus mod. I got the V3 Flip, which is really old.
He just started vaping in 2021. He don't know what the hell a Pegasus is.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I have some really old mods, and some of these have like patina on them that I actually did the patina on these. This is all copper, so this is my original Pegasus mod here. And then I have the clone version of it right here. So that's a clone that has but you can see that same Greek lettering going down this one, but that's the real one. It's just kind of hard to see.
I have some polish in here that you could clean those up.
And probably
nice,
the worst
shiny
mech mod
copper
I
again.
own, this one came from Fast Tech or something, is this. This has the worst battery drop I've seen out of any mod ever. It literally loses like almost 3 volts when you hit the fire button. It feels like it's got a battery in there. I hope to God not, but
Wouldn't surprise me if it did.
does not have a battery in it. It's just that heavy because that big skull.
You just liked it because it had blue eyeballs.
I did like that. I was gonna make the eyes light up, but once I figured out how much voltage drop it had, I was like, yeah, I got these old pipes. Remember these old guys? These are old mech mods. You could fire these right here, put your tank up there, and you get your vape on. I mean, I got stuff from way back.
I traded that to somebody locally in Norfolk because I had the copper Caravella clone, which is probably, besides the penny clone that I had, that copper Caravella clone was perfect. The switch on the bottom, the locking mechanism, everything was perfect. So I traded that mod for a stainless Caravella mod, and that one ended up being a giant piece of shit. The little lock ring was really thin, and it is, except it's got claws and it keeps digging them into me.
This one's pretty rare, which is going to make Scott mad, but this is a single battery topside. You don't see a lot of these because they stopped making these pretty quick, but yeah, this single battery topside. I also have the trip battery ones, which are right here.
John Q, she thinks
they're
those
all
are
over
just
the place. I got them all.
Cat shelves.
Mods. I got too many mods. Don't get in the collection habit like me because you'll have too much stuff. The stuff that's in the suitcase, oh my gosh, that really goes way back there. I have a Melody mod. I'm pretty sure this suitcase has got some pretty old stuff in there.
Go get him. He fell down. You can fight him. Go get him.
Let's see what we have here. Oh, I always love these. These were awesome.
I subscribed like earlier.
I have what can we show that's old? These are the old Melody box ones.
You still owe me a shower video with that one.
A shower video?
Yeah,
there's
you promised,
a Vapor Shark right there. This is the Vapor Shark. It always has a screen on the bottom down there, which this one's completely dead apparently, or I don't have a battery in it.
I think you upset Scott, dear.
Oh, sorry, Scott. I knew Scott was going to get mad when I showed that. This mod is really old.
Right,
this is the VT200 that I was talking about. The e-cig made. This is a very old mod, believe it or not, because they have like a lipo pack in there.
It reminds me of a suitcase.
This is what do they call this? Vape forward or vaping fast? I can't remember what they call this guy, but it's vapor. It's Vapor Flask, but they had a name that came. There's
Flask though. That was a different shape. I got the actual flask one.
Oh wow, this is that old cube mod with a wood wrap on there. There's just too many mods to, because I only pulled one of those out. There's another one of those.
The 50th
There's another
anniversary of
one of
Jaws.
those, and I mean, see, because there's two. Just saying, there's more than
Right
one in
at
there.
summertime.
I like these because they had like a pistol grip. This is Asmodus here.
I didn't care for this.
I got two of them. Here's the other one. I like them because they fit really good in the hand.
Look, Scott's
go up
leaning
to-
into the guilt now.
They go up to 120 watts, I do believe.
Scuba, read Scott's message.
What's Scott say? Scuba, I'm having surgery in less than a week. You know it'd make a good gift to cheer me up.
Me neither, Scorp. I thought they were ugly and tacky.
You know, Scott, it has not gone. Oh, where'd it go? I've lost it. Oh. Yeah, I don't know where that top side went. But yeah,
I think she would crawl into my skin if she could.
That cat really likes you for some reason.
Don't say it like that. Thanks. Jeez.
What is this one? Oh, that's the SX Mini MQ class with the good old Supreme RDTA from Aromomizer. You know, Aromomizer. Yeah, that's right. Aromomizer RDTA from Steam Crave, right? Yeah, Steam Crave. Whew. It's hard to remember everything. And the horse you ride in on. We're past 10 o'clock. I'm supposed to be out of here. All right. Well, I know I got a lot of work to do tomorrow out in the yard because I hate these little identifier chips where you got to put your finger in. I hate those, but got to use them sometimes.
What was that from?
I bought that as a security key.
For what? But you said you hate them, so why'd you buy them?
Well, because the bank was going to require them. It does make it easier to sign into the bank. So when I go to sign into the bank, I have to have that plugged into USB-C. Then I touch it with my finger, and then it logs me in. It's weird, but they work. They're encrypted security keys. But thank you, Cloud Chucker. Do you remember the smoke kind of squonk mod they made? Oh, are you talking about the Delta? I don't think Smoke made that. I don't. Matter of fact, Muskin stole that. It's in her room.
I did. It is.
So, yeah, the Delta, I love that squonker, man. That thing's the bomb. I can't even. Yeah, here's the X Cube 2. This thing lights up with all kinds of pretty lights and stuff. This is Smoke.
That is not a good mod to store in your crotch while you're driving.
No, because this fires it. This whole bar.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah. I have a lot of these guys, the double barrels. I have every version of the double barrel there is. A lot of SX Mini mods, almost every SX Mini mod. I'm probably missing one, but yeah, I do have an old SIP. This is probably one of the oldest mech mods I own. Not the oldest, but these good old guys were squonkers, which I don't even have the bottle in there right now. But see, it even has the press. But look how small the fire button was. A little bitty BB button. But yeah, this is from way back in the day here, the SIB mods. And so was this old son of a gun. Dovepo. Transformers. I'm done showing old mods. There's plenty. Just saying. All right. I hope everybody has an excellent weekend. We're going to work hard tomorrow. I'm going to try on my new outfit that I got for 4th of July, which is, I got to see if it looks okay once I put everything on, or how ridiculous I look, which is probably going to be pretty bad. But either way. And thanks for Vaping BIK for the subscription. I appreciate it. We will be back on next week. Same bat channel.
Well, maybe
you
not the
definitely
same
love
time.
vaping for a long time, judging from. Yeah, vaping, Mick, I've been doing this since 2013. I started broadcasting that same year back on what was vapors.tv. Then went from Vapors TV over to YouTube and back and forth between the two until everybody left Vapors TV. Then I got, I was on VU Live for a while. That channel went down the tubes like I told them it was going to, and it did right after I left, which I love that. But anyways, yeah, been doing it ever since. Every single Friday for I don't know how long. I may have missed 2 shows because I've not been in the state. I've been somewhere else. But other than that, yeah, been doing it every week. But you guys have a great weekend. We're going to get off of here because I could just keep on talking forever, which I know y'all do it. And I still owe Breeze bunches, Just remember, Breeze, as long as I still owe you stuff, I still owe you stuff. But we will catch you guys next week, all right? Peace out until next Friday. Bye.
Adios.